Hello and welcome back to the Derpy Duerk show, where we derp.
I'm Brian Duerk.
And I'm Tristan Duerk.
And we're your derpy crew.
Okay.
So today's game is a simple game. And this time Tristan will be playing and I will be giving the questions. What we're going to do is we've looked on the internet and found odd animals, and Tristan will have to say if those animals are real or not real. So.
And yeah, if I actually get, 6 out of 10, I will be able to give a nickname to our guinea pig.
Yes. So we have 2 guinea pigs. He will give a nickname to his guinea pig, which is named Sheepster. So.
Yep.
You can't rename it because it might not understand, right? But although it probably doesn't understand Sheepster, but that's besides the point. So, without further ado, why don't we get started?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to describe the animal, and then you will say if it's real or not real.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So the first animal is a deep sea fish, and this fish is called the blobfish.
Okay.
It's called the blobfish because it's primarily made of like Jello, or
So
at least
it's
something like Jello.
It's a Jello fish.
It's kind of like a Jello fish. So and that Jello is so that it can float, along the bottom.
I mean, this kind of sounds just like a jellyfish, so it could it's most likely something that exists. I mean, a lot of deep sea creatures are just
It's an actual fish, not a jellyfish.
Jello. So yeah, I'm gonna go with true.
Well, it is true. It's the blobfish was named one of the ugliest fish in the ocean in a recent poll. Named
after Blob.
Yeah.
The guy who named it was a blob.
So 1-0. Our second one is also a marine creature. It's the turbo shrimp. The turbo shrimp is a Caribbean crustacean that escapes predators by letting out a jet of water near its tail. Holds the extra water in a sac and then ejects it forcefully to enter burst or turbo mode when a predator is near.
I know something kind of like this exists, which is actually called a bullet shrimp that goes extra fast, and I'm not exactly sure how it gets around. Maybe this is just another way of naming it. I am going to go with true.
No, this is false. There is no turbo shrimp. There is a bullet shrimp. It doesn't move fast, since it's claw fast. Fake fact, you can easily identify the turbo shrimp by its red spots.
Oh, okay. Can also identify me by my red T-shirt.
Yeah, same thing, kind of.
Yeah. I'm actually a turbo shrimp in disguise. If you haven't realized already.
Red spots, not red shirts. Just saying.
There are red spots, yeah.
Well, that's true. Okay, moving on. Maybe you're also related to the next one, the pink fairy armadillo.
Yeah, I'm a pink fairy armadillo.
Well, you never know. This armadillo is a New World creature. This one happens to come from South America, where it lives in the desert, eating insects, especially loves ants. And it's very hairy in general, unlike most armadillos, but it has the armadillo top that is pink, thus the name. Massive claws, which give it its other nickname, the sand swimmer.
The sand swimmer?
Yep.
It's
like it swims through sand.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I know what you're talking about.
Looks kind of like a worm.
So, wait, why is it a fairy?
I have no idea why it's called a fairy.
Okay.
Well, it's pink and it looks like a worm. In fact, when it's wet, it kind of has to come out of the sand, because just like worms.
Just the fact that you don't know why it's called a fairy, I'm going to go with true because you did not do your research. If you made it up, you would be like, I'm just going to make something up on the spot. I mean, it doesn't matter.
That's a good point. It is related to the giant fairy armadillo, similar creature. But it is true, and it lives in Argentina and Bolivia. So don't get one as a pet, though. They have a tendency to die quickly in captivity. So that's a threat to the species, even though it's really cute. All right. So you're 2 out of 3. Our next animal is called the Aye, like Aye, Captain. The Aye is originally thought to be a rodent, but is actually a lemur, where it lives with most lemurs in Madagascar.
Yep.
And it has big rodent-like teeth and a huge middle finger that it uses to kind of go into trees and get food. The locals think they're evil because they believe that the Aye will sneak into homes and kill people using its middle finger.
Lemurs are evil, so I mean, you don't know what to expect from a lemur named Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Spanish Inquisition. You never know what to expect from the Aye. Expect. All right, true, false?
I'm going to go with true.
It is true, and unfortunately for the Aye, again, the locals in this case like to kill them because they're bad omen. It's the only primate that hunts through echolocation.
Fake.
That's not a fake fact. That's a real fact.
I know, it's a fake fact.
It's double fake.
Double fake.
Double fake. It's actually real. All right, our next creature. Back to the ocean for this one. This one's the dugong.
The dugong.
The dugong.
From Pokemon.
Not from Pokemon. This one is the sea camel. I don't know what the Pokemon...
I mean, the Pokemon does kind of look like...
I'm not familiar with the Pokemon.
Is
it like an evolved form of the Aye?
And 2 legs... And then got rid of it, and then just put a camel there. I mean, it would transform into a camel.
Well, this one's actually not related to the camel. It's related to the elephant, and lives in the seas of the Middle East and Southeast Asia. Thus, the camel reference. Up to 4 meters long and 1,000 kilograms, but its brain is only 300 grams, about 0.1%. So it's really stupid.
Well, I mean, like the Pokemon dugong is really smart. So. I know the Pokemon dugong exists, but this Gugong...
the Gugong.
the Gudong does not exist. Like, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, it is true.
Oh.
So the dugong or sea camel does live in the Middle East. In Southeast Asia, they call it the sea pig.
The sea pig camel.
The sea pig. Yeah, because they don't have camels.
Oh.
So that let's see. Our next animal is another. Well, it's not a lemur. It's a monkey called the kuche. The kuche is a monkey that lives near the Great Lakes region of Africa in Malawi. So near Lake Malawi. The females and males they're social, but they split into 2 different groups: the female group and the male group. And are normally apart, except when the male tries to go and get a mate from the females. When he tries, and they've recently learned to go into local bars and steal beer to offer to females as mating offerings.
Steal beer?
Yeah, opened. Like if you leave your beer out, they'll take it and try and use it.
So it's like a raccoon that steals
It's
beer
like
from
kind of like a
trash
raccoon,
cans?
but they don't. Well, yeah, from the bar, but yeah, they don't have raccoons in Africa. So
it's like
they have monkeys.
Long day, kuche.
Kuche.
Always stealing beer.
That's what it does.
Guess they also need a little bit of beer.
I imagine it steals other things too. All right, true or false?
Alcoholic kuches.
True or false?
Probably true.
No, this one is false. The kuche is actually the name of the beer.
Oh, so
in Malawi.
It steals itself?
No, it doesn't exist.
Oh.
Okay, next one. So, next one is different. It's called Cantor's Giant Softshell Turtle.
A giant softshell turtle.
Yes. It's coming to a sushi platter near you. Now, this is 6 foot, so because it's giant, it's about 6 foot turtle. It does not have a hard shell. And because of that, it lives 95% of its life buried under the sand in a river, only surfacing twice a day for air, and then grabs things that float by. So it's kind of like a lazy hunter.
A lazy hunter?
Yeah, you have lazy rivers. Like you go like the amusement park. This would haunt, or be treacherous in your lazy river. The lazy hunter. So it's just
a turtle, and it's called a giant.
Because it's big.
I don't know. It seems like it doesn't do anything.
Well, it buries itself.
Oh, well.
True or false?
Sounds like a baby at the beach, but true.
Yeah, this one is true.
I think it's just a renaming of like.
No, it's Cancer's giant soft-shelled turtle. It lives in Southeast Asia, like Thailand, and in the rivers.
Okay.
All right, our next one is called the hot-headed naked ice borer. This is a mole, actually. It lives in the Arctic, and this Arctic mole builds its subterranean home by augmenting its normal digging that moles do. Because it's cold and there's permafrost, its head gets really hot to melt the permafrost and melt the snow and the ice so that it can actually dig.
Okay, that actually sounds pretty believable. So I'm thinking, like, you can make some pretty creative stories here. And I don't think that any animal can actually burn holes.
Well, it doesn't burn holes. It's not like lighting on fire. It just gets warm, so it can warm the area so it can dig.
I don't know, but like, when the blood rushes, how does it even like get hot again?
Its metabolism is very hot and gets that area hot.
Well, I'm just gonna say that this thingy is probably like, I've heard stories about people that can like control their body temperatures, like their homeostasis or whatever,
yep.
but by like, what's it called? What is that thing?
It's like Zen or meditation.
No, meditation. That's what they say. So I'm gonna go with true. And it's the animal's meditation, and they have strong will, and they can bring the blood to their.
Unfortunately, this is false. It's a modification of a 1995 Discover April Fool's joke. Of course, the Discover put it in the Antarctic and had it eat empire penguins. So I made it a little more believable. Okay. A lot of people believed that one, though. Surprisingly. Okay. A few more.
I believed it, so.
Next one is the Yeti crab. The Yeti crab is a regular-sized crab covered in fur. Like a Yeti, that's the name, which contains bacteria that it uses to, they don't know why, what the bacteria is used for. Actually, it just know it's there. It did have a guest appearance on the show SpongeBob SquarePants.
So, I mean, like,
apparently it was
I don't think that SpongeBob would actually make this up because
SpongeBob makes up nothing.
No, everything in SpongeBob is real.
Is a documentary.
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
It's a documentary for
kids.
That's
actually how sponges live.
Yeah, they actually,
And they wear pants.
SpongeBob. Like, It's a sponge named Bob, so he just named it SpongeBob.
So everything is real in this show.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
I've never seen this show.
True. Of course it's real.
This is real, but they don't know what the bacteria is for. It might detoxify. It lives near volcanic vents, so it might detoxify the area, or they might just eat the bacteria. They don't know. Last one. The Capillan grazer. The Capillan grazer is a large herbivore, normally gentle-tempered, but it has big tusks that it uses, kind of to fight the other ones, the males. And it's armored hide, so it looks pretty fearsome. Because it's gentle, it normally can be approached, but do not approach it in mating season when the males will see anything approaching as a love threat.
So basically, like, they're usually good, but then they become evil when it comes to
They're not evil. It's like a lot of animals. You don't want to be near them. Like, you don't want to be near moose when they're mating. You don't want to be near a lot of animals when they're in mating season.
It's like kind of like a human relationship. Like, when you have two people there.
You
it's
don't
like, back off. This is my girl.
You don't want to be the third wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just gonna say false because I think humans take pride as the
So
animals
in general,
that have.
yes, this one is false. It's actually a Star Wars creature. Fake fact: singled spooked grazer can initiate a charge capable of leveling a small town.
Okay.
But that's it. So let's see our count. I think you had all.
I had 7.
I think you had 7, which passes 6. So you get the nickname Sheepster. What's Sheepster's?
Sheepster needs a nickname.
Our guinea
Let me
pig.
think. So apparently SpongeBob worked out pretty well for like SpongeBob. A lot of people like that name. So I'm just going to go with something like sort of like parodied of that name, like using their idea of putting Sponge before their real name. So I'm gonna go with guinea pig Sheepster.
So the nickname is longer than the actual name.
Yeah, it's better too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I might as well.
and I'm good from now on. I'll call you
pronounce-
Human Tristan Duerk.
Yeah, and I'll call you Human Brian.
I guess that would clarify things somewhat.
Yeah.
If
yeah, if you're
alien.
ever going to a party,
but-
oh, here's Human Brian right here. He might be weird, but yes, he is Human Brian.
Just to clarify. Well, thanks for watching.
It'll be very important later on when the robots take over the world. This is Human Brian.
Yeah, if the robots take over, you can call me Robot Brian.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. If you liked, if you watched, you should like and comment. Thank you. And until next time, this is the Derpy